Do you think that putting more carbon into the atmosphere is actually a good thing?
Well, no, I think the net process is a good thing. So when I evaluate fossil fuels, I do it just like a prescription drug. I carefully weigh the benefits and the side effects. And the benefit of fossil fuels is it allows the world to use machines to become productive and prosperous. And one very underrated application of that is it enables us to master climate. So one statistic that really changed my mind when I learned it 15 years ago on this whole issue is that climate-related disaster deaths, the rate of people who actually die from these things, like storms, flood, temperature extremes, et cetera, is down 98% over the last century. So what we found is, yes, we've impacted climate. We've made it warmer, which has negatives. It also has positives, and there's positives to greening. But the main thing is the benefits of fossil fuels are just so astounding. And so the world has become a better and better place. And people like Guterres, who portray the world as terrible and getting worse, my view as a philosopher is they don't look at the world from a pro-human perspective. They think our impact is evil, and they should think it should be eliminated.
Maybe
at
they're
all costs.
just thinking about not the next election or even the next 10 years or whatever it is. They may be thinking about up to the 2050s. Aren't you really just reflecting short-term thinking in all this, Alex?
Well, the interesting thing is, so people have been making these catastrophe claims for the last 40 years. President Obama's chief science advisor, John Holdren, predicted 1 billion climate-related deaths by 2020. So we have to recognize that there's this history of catastrophizing. If you look at the nature of the greenhouse effect, I mean, this is all detailed in a lot of detail in Fossil Future, but essentially it's a diminishing warming effect. So you can expect more warming going forward, but nothing resembling catastrophe. And